the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Florida's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a second about Arizona State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Sun Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll give it to Brown. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Boley. Punch it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot, deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Runs through a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bowling. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away. He'll try to do it and breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Ball. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Boley. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Scanning the field, it's Boley. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked off, and he's got open room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Pryor. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff, Jaden running left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bowling. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Bowley. That's caught. It's Harris. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, they're after him. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Moving out to the right. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, scored. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you do.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Exactly what this defense needed. Listen, they're at a deficit. They talked about at the half. They need some energy. They need to force some turnovers, create some negative plays. What do? First drive, get a sack. Nice job by this defense.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Bowley. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to let it go. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. They just keep firing. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. He gets away. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love the coverage in the back end by this secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball, get his paw out there to knock it down.
Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his big tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously. Chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. These corners backing off a bit. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns on the Jets. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught by Wilson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a take.
There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Gators. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Got him, and nobody's close. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback keeps it. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's going to run it. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48. And this offense is rolling.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
To the air, it's Bowling. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a give to ball. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Ball again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff ball running left.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff for Ball. Finding some room. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Grabs it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the...
Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll run play action. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
After the incompletion, can they find a way to get these last 2 yards on 3rd and goal? Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Number 38 sets a kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can...
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a 1-possession game late. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. The hands team, appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.